Hello students, myself Dr. C.R. Chaugule, Head Department of English, Gopal Krishna Gokhale College, Kolhapur. This lecture is for the students of BA3 Special English. Name of the paper number 13 is English Poetry for the Semester 6. Let us know the last module number 8, Selections from Modern Indian English Poetry. First poem is The Professor by Nissim Ezekiel. Nissim Ezekiel was a prolific poet, playwright, critic, broadcaster, and social commentator. He was considered to be the father of post-independence Indian verse. His father was a professor of botany and mother was principal of her own school. Ezekiel was inclined to the poets such as T.S. Eliot, W.B. Yeats, and Ezra Pound in his school days. The influence of all these literary personalities was apparent in his early works. His formal use of the English language was linked to the colonization and resulted in controversy. His first collection of poetry, Times to Change, was published by Fortune Press London in 1952. His poetry has all the elements of love, loneliness, lust, and creativity. He worked as an advertising copywriter and general manager of a picture frame company. He was the art critic of the Times of India and editor of the Poetry India. He was awarded the Sahitya Akademi Award in 1983. In 1988, he received another honor, Padma Shri, for his contribution to the Indian English writing. The poem The Professor is a satire on typical professors of India. In this poem, which is a dramatic monologue, a professor, namely Professor Seth, meets a person who was once his student. The professor begins boasting about himself and about his sons and sons-in-law. He mispronounces various words and also uses the wrong phrases. The poem seems to be like Goodbye Party for Miss Pushpatius, in which also the poet mocks at the Indian tradition. The poem consists of a single stanza having 35 lines. There is no particular rhyme scheme and the language is simple, direct, yet satirical. The professor asks his student, "Remember me?" and then he replies that he is a Professor Seth who once taught him geography. It was long ago. Now he is retired, yet his health is quite fine. The very first lines gives the details about the nature of the professor. He rather seems to be a friend rather than a leader. His wife died some years back. Now the professor boasting about his children. According to him, all his children are well settled in life now. He describes each of them separately in terms of their position. That is, one is sales manager and another is bank manager. Having said that, he tells his student about the both have cars. The car is a token of richness in India. Thus, he wants to say that They are quite rich and well settled now. Next, he describes his third son, who, according to him, is not so well. Every family must have black sheep, meaning that there is always a spoiled man in every family, and in his family it is his third son. Abusing one's children is also a tradition in Indian society. Next, he described the success of his daughters both in quite orthodox Indian way. He says that Sarala and Tarala are married. Rhyming names are very common in India, as like we have Ram, Sham, Sita, Gita, etc. Rather than talking about which they haven't done by themselves, he says that both his daughters are married and their husbands are very nice boys. The sentence is fundamentally wrong. However, this is the Indian version of English. Then the professor talks about his grandchildren, who to him are 11 in number. These lines depicts the mindset of a typical Indian father who feels proud by the achievements of his sons, but daughters are just a commodity for him, and their identity is defined by the status and achievements of their husbands. After that, for the first time, he asks his student, how many issues you have? Issues here refers to children. In India, children are often called as issues. This sentence is also quite wrong. His student replies 3, but it has not been described in the poem. Then the professor says that it's good because there are the days of family planning. He says that he is not against family planning as he believes in changing with the time. This line depicts the hypocrisy of the professor. On one hand, he proudly tells that he has 11 grandchildren, which is a big number. And on the other hand, he supports family planning as well. He adds our progress in progressing, meaning that we are progressing. Old values are going, new values are coming. Again, quite humorous lines used by most of the Indians. After boasting himself again, he asks his student how healthy he is. The student replies that he is quite healthy. The professor says that now he will turn 69 that year and hopes to cross 100 years. Then he says that the student was very thin those days, but now he is healthy. In the last lines, the professor offers his student to visit his humble residence, which is just on opposite house backside, and the poem ends. Thanks for listening me carefully and attentively. Thank you.